We just got another new set of mounts dropped on the PTR for the upcoming patch 10.1.5, and all these mounts come from the Time Rift events. As a disclaimer, since this is PTR build content, everything you see here in this video is subject to change and may be unfinished. In fact, none of these mounts have their currency amounts correct at the moment, so just keep that in mind as we go through them. So all of these mounts are recolors of mounts that are currently in the game, most of them being beloved mounts from the past, or mounts you can't get anymore. We're starting off strong here with this green Storm Drake, which is called the Fellstorm Dragon. This is reminiscent of the Storm Drake mounts we find from the Legion expansion from the Valor Jar, as well as the recolor of that from the Battle for Azeroth Island expeditions. The description here leads me to believe these time rifts are going to be alternate timelines of fan favorite storylines. Next up is the Gold-Toed Albatross, which is, an albatross with gold toes. It's a recolor of this albatross, which is almost exactly the same, but it has black toes. Nice. Not much else to say here. Now we have a cool one, which is the Perfect Juggernaut, which is a recolor of the mount that drops from Garrosh Hellscream in the Siege of Orgrimmar raid, the Kor'kron Juggernaut. It's just more blue this time instead of the old dark brown and red, as you can see here. Still though, a very cool recolor of a fan favorite. The Ravenous Black Griffin is a recolor of similar griffin mounts, of which there are a handful. In fact, it's actually the exact same model as this griffin you see right here, it's just without armor. And here we can see an old griffin mount without armor that this is just a recolor of, so it's just another option, I guess. The Scourgebound Vanquisher is up next, and the concept of this one is actually really neat. Not only is this a beloved mount of old, which the originals came from the Icecrown Citadel meta achievements, but this rounds out the Death Knight themed mounts. This mount matches the DK's Unholy spec, with the two originals being Frost themed for the Icebound Vanquisher and Blood spec themed for the Blood-Bathed Vanquisher. Really cool. Up next is a Fel-themed Core Hound mount called the Sulphur Hound. This is another high-quality, highly beloved mount being recolored and obtainable once again. The flavor text here also points to an alternate timeline, which just seems awesome. The original Core Hound is orange, of course, instead of green, and you got it from the 10th anniversary event of World of Warcraft, which means you can no longer get this mount in game and haven't been able to for a while. Therefore, this green recolor is very welcome. Finally, the last Time Rift mount we have here on the current PTR build is the White Warwolf. I love this one a ton, and we definitely saved the best one for last here in my opinion. While it's not the most up-to-date mount in terms of textures and animations, I love what it pays homage to. It's a recolor of the famous Frostwolf Howler, which is a very popular and sought-after mount from way back when. Not to mention, this will also go great with the recently released Orc Heritage Armor set and Blade Master's Blades. So there we have it. At least 7 new mounts are going to be coming in patch 10.1.5, specifically centered around these Time Rift events. They seem to take a new currency, these paracausal flakes, but we just don't know how much yet. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time, and take care.